Yo, what's good, everyone? Today, I'm gonna be going over some hi-hat sauce today, cause we need that hi-hat sauce. Okay, everyone wants that hi-hat sauce. Now, but today, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be manipulating the hi-hat. All right, we're not gonna just be showing you hi-hat patterns and shit like that, or how to place your hi-hats. But we're gonna show you how to actually manipulate your hi-hats, give them some punch, give them some kick, make them sound better, bro. Cause no one wants to have boring sounding hi-hats, bro. No one wants that, alright? So let's get right into it, bro. I'm not gonna try to waste no time here. So yeah, what we're gonna start with is this right here. We're gonna start off with getting a hi-hat first. Hey, y'all gotta make sure that you're using good high quality sounds, because if you're not, bro, then what ends up happening when you use low quality sounds. Hey, this is real talk, alright? This is real talk here. You use low quality sounds, bro, you're gonna be using a million effects to try to make it hit hard when it doesn't need to, bro. Out of the box, it should be hitting hard, bro. You know? It should already be sounding good, basically. You don't want to do too much. So this video is gonna be how to manipulate, but the main message of this video you should take away, I'm gonna say in the beginning, not the end, is that you shouldn't be putting a million effects on your hi-hats, bro. You don't need to. It's a hi-hat. Alright, anyway, we're gonna get into the actual waveform of this hi-hat right here. I'm gonna play it for you guys so you can hear it first. Okay, so it's an average. No. I think it sounds pretty good actually, but this is from my kid. That's why. Nah, yeah. So basically, I'm gonna start off here and talk about what we're looking at. So when we click this here, we're seeing we're seeing what we're hearing, bro. Because this is the initial attack of the hi hat, and this is the release and the sustain. Kind of hear the sound right after, and it ends off here, obviously. So what I'm gonna do starting off is mess with this out knob, and that just makes the out smaller. So it's just gonna make this part smaller. It's not gonna really mess with this part that much. As you can see, the attack pretty much stays the same. So we're gonna just cut that down, trim it, and that just trims the end of it. So what that does is already you're hearing that it just hits. I'll just reset it. It hits a little harder, bro. Or not harder necessarily, but tighter. That's the word I'm looking for. Tighter. So that's cool. And then what you could do from there is you could mess with this bass. Excuse me, bro. This gain boost knob, bro. Excuse me. Anyway, so yeah, that does exactly what you think it would do. It just boosts the gain of the hi-hat. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory there, but it's very useful, bro, because a sharper hit. So yeah. And then I'm just gonna EQ it down a tiny bit and then boost it a tiny bit again, like that, right? And then right here, if you mess with this time and multiplicator, so I'm gonna just go with that time multiplication, multiplicate. You can see it in the top left. All right, I'm not gonna even try anymore. But if you mess with this, it's gonna change the pitch of the hi hat. It'll pitch it down. It'll keep it in the same key and everything. And then if you go to stretch, it does it. It's almost like it short. I don't know. Like I'll just let you guys hear. It almost makes it into an open hat. Just like extends it. It kind of sounds a little distorted, but I think it sounds kind of cool too. So if you find like a nice middle ground with it, bro, you could find some tight. Bro, I can't even talk. I think that sounds pretty nice. All right. So now that we've actually just done that, that's a lot. That's a lot in itself. Like a lot of times, I only just really mess with my hi hats in here, and then from there, that's pretty good after that. But I'm just gonna show you guys sometimes what I do too. I'm gonna give it some saturation, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to cassette, the tape emulation plugin, bro. But you can use it with drums and shit, and it works perfectly fine. It works good on drums. It works good on melodies, bro. Like this plugin's good, bro. I'm gonna go to the bass side preset and turn the static down. I like the way that it sounds with static on. So as you can tell, too much saturation. So we're gonna turn that down. See, that sounds nice right there. All right, just right there. That's some nice. That sounds pretty nice to me. I mean, I don't really think you have to do too much after that to this specific hi-hat. I'll show you guys what it sounded like at the beginning too, so you guys kind of get the comparison. Maybe you won't even need to change it, because I mean, I think this sounds pretty good here too, but that's the thing, because sometimes your hi-hats aren't going to sound good right on the beginning. Like, they'll be a clean hitting sound, but maybe there's something that you want to change about it, like you want to make it hit tighter and stuff like that, and that's what you can do in there. If you're just Fruity plugins, this is not the same thing. This is actually different. This is distortion. I'm just gonna exaggerate it so you guys can hear. Makes it hit harder for sure. So yeah, that's what you guys could do. I'm gonna go into a little more sauce for you guys. Shit, I'm spilling a good amount of sauce today, bro. Okay, so anyways, bro. So another thing you can do is mess with the velocities of the hi hats, because basically the way that an instrument is played is every time you play the piano, all those keys being playing at different velocities, which is like how hard they're being hit. So if you add a change in velocity, you can kind of get it to sound more bouncy sometimes, more realistic. You don't always have to do it, but I'm just show you exaggerated so you guys can kind of tell exactly what I'm saying here. But then if you kind of bring it up, kind of adds a little bounce to it, you know. And if you put two step, it gives it a bounce. It gives it a bounce that it didn't have before. See? It's still bouncy, I think. I still like the way this sounds, but it does add a little bounce along with the rest of this fine pitch too. You could bring them down. Another thing you can do is go over here and mess with this, and what that does is it makes it hit harder. So if you put it too much, you know, that shit hurts your ear obviously, but if you put it up a little bit, bro, you can find a good sound there. Take the low end out of it. You don't have to take the low end out of it, but say you're adding a plugin that does add low end information to it, you can take it out with that. Yeah, just EQs on every mixer track, it works pretty well too. Yeah, shit, that's how you manipulate your hi-hats. I didn't really go into patterns today. I'm gonna say that for a different video, but yeah, this is my very first video, so I hope you guys do enjoy it, and if you did, let me know. Alright, so I think that's everything for today. We went over velocity, we went over attack, we messed with the knobs, manipulated the hi-hat, showed you guys a little sauce, little something you can do with your hi-hats to manipulate them a little bit further. You're just making slight differences, that's all it is, just like very slight differences. Yeah, so I think that's it for today. Everyone have a blessed day. Keep grinding on them beats. Yes, sir. All right, later, yo.